earlier this year there was the WWE Draft, and there was actually some rumors that maybe you would move somewhere in the WWE Draft. People were saying like SmackDown or something. Did you hear any of those rumors? And like, what came to kind of like mind? Is there not necessarily the expectation to move, but like, is there something that stirs in you if you hear any of those rumors? And if you did move, which brand would you prefer?
I think like so which question do I answer first? I of course I check like I check like notifications on Twitter and everything. I check what people are talking about because of course sometimes people write something and I also want to have like certain proof to my work. I mean like if certain people react exactly the way I wanted to, I know what the stuff I do works, and just to see like the tendency of everything in general. And of course the draft was a big deal, and I read about the rumors, but just like this is nothing like I'm not in a rush. If I'm gonna be completely honest, like why should I? Then what the things that need to happen will happen someday eventually. But I'm so fulfilled to be completely surrounded by my work day in and day out, having all those great challenges and possibilities to prove myself like I did already since I came back to NXT. Like I had all the opportunities and I think I used them all entirely in the way I would use them. And just right now to be my head stuck with, okay, I want to go, like, I want to get called up. It would take away so much from the fun and the passion and the inspiration I get at the moment. It's just not worth it to, I just like to live in the moment. And brand wise, I would, if it happens, like my preference would be SmackDown, just because it has been the first show I ever like first match I ever seen in my life from WWE was SmackDown,
Ooh,
and
wait. What was
really
what was the first match? I'll share my first match that I've ever saw. Well, the first WWE match that I ever saw. If you share the first match you ever saw on SmackDown.
the first match I ever saw, and I hope everything is correct in this sense. I don't get anything twisted. Was Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio.
Mm.
That was like a SmackDown match.
It's a SmackDown. It's definitely SmackDown. They had the rematch on SmackDown for sure.
I don't know which year. I don't know which year that was, but I definitely saw that match, and I very, very, very sure it was SmackDown.
Okay. The first WWE match I ever saw was Ken Shamrock versus Steve Blackman in a Lions Den match.
I've seen the first match is insane.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, right. And nothing, by the way, that's like a once in a lifetime kind of thing. Like, do you have a Lions Den match from now and then? But like, or a brawl or whatever it is, but like that kind of like sold me on WWE. So that's awesome to hear it from you in your first match you ever saw too.